Let's look at the first piece of evidence from the community. It says, Android is turning into a walled garden like iOS, and we really need to do something. Google announced a plan last August that pretty much kills what Android stands for, and by September 2026, every developer has to register centrally. They are asking for fees and government IDs, and even private sign-in. What this means is that the open nature of Android, the reason many of us chose it over iPhone, is being dismantled. Google is demanding that every person who writes code for your phone must now hand over their government-issued identity and pay a fee. This isn't just about security, it's about centralizing power and killing the anonymous, independent developer. This makes me incredibly frustrated. We are watching the slow death of digital freedom. It feels like Google is putting a leash on every developer in the world and pulling it tight. The community is rightfully angry because this is a betrayal of everything Android was supposed to be. Now, look at this second update regarding Google's stance. Google has not backed down from developer verification. Contrary to a vague mention of a possible advanced flow that may eventually allow experienced users to accept the risks of installing software that isn't verified, Google's description of the program continues to state plainly that, starting in September 2026, Android will require all apps to be registered by verified developers in order to be installed on certified Android devices. Here's the big deal. Some people hoped Google would give us an advanced flow or a bypass for experienced users. This evidence proves that was just a vague hope. The reality is a hard deadline. September 2026. If a developer isn't verified, their app simply will not be installed on your certified device. Period. It's cold and it's calculated. Google is playing a game of bait and switch by mentioning possible risks but sticking to their plan to lock the doors. It feels like they're treating us like children who can't be trusted with our own hardware. It's insulting to anyone who actually understands technology. Finally, let's read the final warning from this evidence. Until such time that they have shown evidence that it will be possible to bypass the verification process without undue friction, we must believe what is stated on their official page, that all apps from non-registered developers will be blocked once their lockdown goes into effect. This is the bottom line. Unless Google proves there is a way to bypass this without undue friction, we have to face the facts. A total lockdown is coming. This is the transition from an open ecosystem to a closed, monitored system where Google is the sole gatekeeper of what you can and cannot install. This is for software privacy. I feel a sense of urgency because 2026 is closer than it looks. We need to be vocal now before the lockdown becomes our permanent reality. It's a total control move that should make every tech enthusiast's blood boil. I want to hear from you in the comments. Look at the evidence. Do you believe Google will actually provide an advanced flow for us, or is the September 2026 lockdown the absolute end of sideloading as we know it? Would you stay with Android if you couldn't install unverified apps?